Hi, I'm Byron Udell, founder and CEO of AccuQuote, one of the nation's largest and most respected life insurance brokerage firms. A lot of people think that life insurance is important, but only for the breadwinner of the family. This couldn't be further from the truth. About 15 years ago, I had a client that was buying a very large policy on himself because he was making a lot of money and was looking to make sure his family would be no worse off if he had died prematurely. He also wanted a large policy on his wife, who was a stay-at-home mom, raising their 5 young children, all under the age of 8. When the life insurance company came back to me and asked me to justify why we wanted such a large policy on his non-working spouse, pointing out to me that she had no income and no net worth of her own, I went back to my client and asked him his rationale. It was a bit embarrassing, but he gave me a quick education on why it's so important to own life insurance on your spouse, whether she has any income or not. He said, "Look, if my wife died tomorrow, my kids would have no idea how to deal with that loss. Of course, I'd have to hire a nanny and all that, but even with that, I'd still want to be around a lot and for a long time, perhaps even a few years, to help them get over the loss of their mother. My career would have to be put on hold and the money I make would be significantly diminished. Even though she doesn't work, I'd have a loss of income. That's why we want the policy on her, to give me the flexibility to take the time and be with my children for as long as necessary." The very next day, I went out and bought another, larger policy on my wife because I fully understood where he was coming from. At the time, I was working hard building this business, out the door before my kids woke up, sometimes burning the midnight oil. But I always knew my wife was home, doing the things that needed to be done at home with my kids. Had she not been there, there's no question in my mind that I would not have been able to do the things that I did, and my income would certainly have been significantly impacted. Needless to say, I now absolutely understand the importance of having a large policy on my spouse, and you should too. As for children, some people think that owning life insurance on children is unnecessary, even morbid. But the fact is, if you lose a child as a result of an accident or illness, final expenses can just compound your grief. Funerals these days can cost as much as $20,000 or more. Why not cover that risk with a small policy on each child? The child policies available today can provide your child with level premiums for life, along with guaranteed opportunities to increase the coverage amount later on, even if their health changes and they would become otherwise uninsurable. Children's policies are very inexpensive and can often be handled right over the phone with no medical exam necessary. For a quick and easy way to find the best values in life insurance, as well as quality professional advice on life insurance for both you and your whole family, call us today at the number below or visit us at AccuQuote.com for a free life insurance quote. And thanks for watching our video learning series.